Hey y'all, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Hogwarts. In our last episode, we were just about to feed these critters, as well as let our new Thestral friends out of the bag. And our controller died, so what we're going to start off with here is just letting these lads out, and then making sure everybody feels welcome. I'm going to feed and brush these the three new Thestrals. Three new Thestrals, that's a fun one. And make sure everybody just feels welcome, and I'm not going to give anyone special treatment, so we got to get the whole group of people here. So bear with me for a minute while I enjoy being kind to some creatures. Aw, little dude coming right up to us. Well, he's adorable. Alright, so it's just one of the, it's one of the Jabbernolls as well as our two Hippogriffs, which, where are our Hippogriffs? They're not up in the sky, are they? Oh, there's Highwing. I almost said Buckbeak, but that's Harry's. I really feel like at this point in the game that the broom is a much better travel option than taking these Thestrals or Griffins out and riding them around. And I don't think that's a terrible thing. I think that maybe riding Griffins and all of that is something that's just in this game to fulfill the fantasy. Not everything in an RPG is meant to be a gameplay enhancing mechanic thing that is better than the last thing. And I think this might be a situation where, Hippogriffs were put in for flavor and fun, and the intended mechanic is you just kind of take your broom around, because our broom's not even upgraded, and I feel like it's faster and more nimble and way easier to do things with that than it is to ride on a Hippogriff. Also, the UI is a bit cleaner. It feels a little bit better to just pop on your broom than it does to watch your character pull out a knapsack and watch the animation of everything pulling up and all of that. So, I've realized while running around here that if you look on your mini-map, there are white dots on the ground, and that tells you where all your critters are. So we should be able to use that to find them better in the future, but this is our last Jabberknoll. Let's get you brushed and happy. And then I think I'm going to take a look over here. There's a whole section over here that I haven't been. Can we go swimming? We can. Nice. Alright, I wonder how far we can go. Although it looks like you can visibly see the, where the edge of the water lives. That horizon point. Oh, and there's a cave over there. I want to see what's in the cave.
Revelio.
That was pretty cool. I really like how there's something to explore and adventure and find in pretty much every corner of this game. It's one of the more charming aspects of it that I've been enjoying. Really well done. But alright, we'll leave that to be the critter care for the day, and let's get back. Oh, hello.
Has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demigai statues and the moons contained therein were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those Demiguy's moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
Interesting. Yeah, okay. Because, you know, I wonder if he's like, Mr. Moon is like a werewolf or something. You know, that would make some sense if, like, they're there to keep him from being transformed and he's annoyed about it, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what they're doing with it, but his name is Mr. Moon, so you gotta think something's going on there. But anyway, what I was getting at before that, today's episode is mainly going to be based around the Rookwood trial. We have done pretty much all of the quests that we can leading up to this, outside of the Man Behind the Moons, but we'll do that maybe later. And this is just the last thing we have. I could go do more exploration, fill out the maps and such. I think I want to do that after this trial. But let's make our way on over there. Let's run through the world, see if there's any exploration to do along the way. Maybe there's a side quest to pick up. I don't know if we'll do it or not, but just kind of do it old style, the way we did it at the beginning of the game. Running around the school, picking up adventures as we go on our own adventure. But today's mainly going to be focused on getting through whatever the Rookwood trial is going to be. So, I hope you enjoy.
Why study in the common? If I could have a moment of your time...
Can I help you?
I believe you can. I'm Sophronia, by the way, and I need help from someone who's at least a 5th year. Are you familiar with Herodiana Byrne? Don't answer that. Of course you're not. No one seems to know of her but me. She's only the single greatest Depulso master of all time, even taught at Hogwarts, briefly.
How interesting. I'm amazed I've never heard of her.
It's a travesty she's not more well known. I often read about great witches in my limited free time. There are many. Whilst reading about her, I learned that she built a secret Depulso training room here at Hogwarts. But in typical clever Herodiana fashion, one cannot access it unless one knows Depulso, which of course, 3rd years aren't taught.
And you're a 3rd year, so...
Quick one, aren't you? According to what I've read, her signature outfit may still be there. I would love to see it. Would you get Herodiana's signature outfit and show it to me?
How did Herodiana Byrne become famous by casting Depulso?
She once saved orphans from a wild Grafhorn by banishing it over Stonehenge. That's on Salisbury Plain. She once banished a meddlesome dark wizard all the way to Durmstrang while she was in the Alps. That one may have been exaggerated, but lots of the stories about her certainly aren't.
What ended up happening to Herodiana Byrne?
In her later years, she taught at Hogwarts, but only for a short while, just long enough to build a secret hall, it appears. Then one day, she just disappeared. Some say she actually banished herself. No one knows for sure.
If you tell me where to go, I'll see what I can do about it.
Simply go to the Hall of Herodiana. It's at the base of the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. There, you'll find a series of Depulso puzzles concealing pieces of Herodiana's ensemble.
Very well. I shall let you know if I find anything.
I can't wait to see Herodiana's
Okay, so it's a different place from what I saw before. For a minute, I thought it might be the painting with the button we pressed earlier, but it appears it's a whole good thing. It's going to be its whole thing, so let's not worry about that right now. And we'll move on to the trial.
If I could undo all that happened that day, I would.
It's you!
No? This was faster? Okay. No harm, no foul.
It's a relief to finally have an answer. If I had to pick a favorite.
It seems we really have cleared a large portion of this castle out, though
Revelio.
we haven't been casting Revelio that much, so I might have walked past a thing or two. We'll get it all. We'll figure it out.
What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
Important Muggle artifact. This misunderstood artifact is supposedly important to Muggle warfare, though most of the wizard kind find the prospect of wielding such a hefty weapon utterly head-scratching. That's a little pretentious to look at a cannon and say, I don't know what this does, this
Revelio.
weird contraption. You know what that does.
Mine now, demiguise. Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Alchemy class. An arcane subject offered to other older students on the rare occasion when demand suffices. Alchemy focuses on the 4 natural elements and the science of transmutation. Okay. I forget if alchemy was in the books. I feel like it was. Well, I know the Philosopher's Stone was a thing, but I don't know if alchemy was. I forget. It's been over a decade since I've read the books. Maybe I'll go back and I'll look at that. No, because I don't want to support certain things. Maybe I'll steal the movies. Yeah. That'll be a fun way to get my Harry Potter fix. Alright, what do y'all got for me?
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I think I want the talent that makes Stupefy hit 2 things when you do it well. In fact, I think I want to focus more into proper defense and what you get out of having good defense, specifically like getting ancient magic out of dodges and having the AoE blast come out of perfect Protagos. I feel like if I get those, it's going to make it so that things slow down more when I execute correctly and give me more options to clear out scary enemies. And it should make some of the bigger, heavier combats flow a little bit more. Not that we've had too much trouble with them. You know, we died to that assassin early. We died to that one goblin camp because I didn't hit heal. I looked over that death, and yeah, that was 100% my fault. But generally, we've been doing pretty good with the combat, so I think that the thing that I want to see more of, at least from myself, or I want to make easier, is I just want to slow everything down, because right now I feel like I'm fighting chaos with chaos. And while that's not terrible, it does mean you can get clipped here and there, and we've been lucky so far. Right now I'm just making sure that everything is kind of put together and tight. Do we have enough inventory slot available? Do we have all of our best gear on? Is everything identified? Our talents are straight. Just making sure we're generally as strong as we can be as we step into the this next trial, because the trials seem like they're going to be. I feel like I've gotten some of the best combat, some of the best bosses out of it with those pensive guardians and the statues that you fight. Yeah, a lot of the other stuff is, trashier compared to those dudes, so making sure that we are as ready as we can be before we step in. Also, let's go back to having High Wing. I like High Wing. Yeah, we can do that part later. Let's quest.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere, and Serona Ryan trusts him.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle.
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
And Rookwood Castle is down in Feldcroft, if I'm correct. I really like this map. That's so cool. I'm guessing over there is going to be a spot that we have to go. That looks like it's that cavern that we haven't gone to yet, but... no quest. Interesting. Whatever, we're just going to go down to Feldcroft. I'm almost 100% sure that it is, this castle down here. So... we have a... where is it? There it is. Yeah, we have a flue down here because we got it when we went with Sebastian to see Anne. Let's just go. It's got to be there. Yeah, that also simplifies it quite a bit. Let's see. Yeah, it is here. Good deal. Alright, off adventuring we shall go.
Over here!
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together, all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Feels like a big Totalis.
Absurd, isn't it? Ranrock wants us to find the child. But which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually, we may get the right one.
Afraid to fight?
It does sound easier. Let's do that.
Totalis.
Stealthing in this game feels really fun. Stealthing in every game feels really fun, but this game does it, you know, well.
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Look at that stupid hat. Holy shit, that hat sucks.
Up there. That's our way in.
Yep. You okay, buddy? Oh, it was upside down. Okay. Yeah, we're good. And jump. Are you coming? Or is it... Yeah, you'll join me.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the country...
I wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach of that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores of magic.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Uh-oh.
Special word you want
Fight
me to pass
time.
on to your mum?
Let's go, dude. Oh, these guys are higher level. That's what it is. There we go. Fight chaos with chaos. Really, the big thing is that it breaks their shields without me having to, which stuns them and staggers them and just slows everything down a bit. It's pretty nice. It's the same thing I want with the, that's why I want the Protegos and the Stupefies and all that to do the same thing, because it'll just make all of these. Less stuff incoming is less stuff I have to worry about. More health, easier damage, and simple wins.
Revelio.
I don't really know what that guy was doing, but good for him. Alright, so we just gotta get inside the castle. I don't see anything being red triangle-y on the map, but who knows. being stealthy is probably safe. Yeah, I don't think that. I think that's the wrong way. I think this is the right way. That scared the shit out of me. Jesus. Alright, so we gotta go down, I guess. Okay, let's see what's... Oh, Eleazar's down here. Or Eleazar is already down here.
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Okay, and these are just the same timing because we've done these before.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
Yeah, we just gotta find a third one. And a good spot to stand.
Revelio.
Based on where the third one is. Oh, okay.
There is.
There it is.
I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession.
Confringo.
Oh, it's open. Okay, we're good. We're just sitting there pounding on the triggers.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Yo, that looks pretty cool.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
It's like that train is trying to still burrow into the wall.
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper. Ranrock used the term.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later. Right now, you must complete the next trial.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. The trials will ensure that. Power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the wrong hands, we will simply have to outwit Ranrock and my unfortunate namesake.
Very well, Professor. Tell me where I need to go.
I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
Alright, so now it's time to go into the more classic dungeon portion of this. I'm sure I'm about to unveil a big doorway archway, just like the other ones, yeah. And this should be our real dungeon.
If I could, I shall await your arrival in the map chamber.
Alright, yeah, we have like 16 slots available or something. We're fine. Yeah, I just want more ancient magic meter, especially since we use it on bosses so much.
Revelio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Alright, so I probably have to get over to that spot. And there is a portal now. Okay. So I need to be able to get up there with that. What's with this red shit on the ground? Also the swirls around me. Oh, I think the swirls around my UI are just the game telling me which of the two worlds I'm in. If I go through here, yeah, it shifts blue. That makes sense. That's what the ground stuff on. That's what the stuff on the ground is as well. Yeah, I get it. I need to get this probably over here, so I can either jump across it or use it to climb. But let's see if we can get you set up in a way, and then come through this, and then go around. And if we jump up on you, we should be able to just get on. Oh, I see it. Yeah, there's climbing irons over here. Yeah, we're going to have to get it all the way against the wall, but that's not too bad. I understand.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Weird wall bridges.
Revelio. Accio. Pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it. Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, there's a thing to hit here. Oh, there's a wall there. That's interesting. So I need to, like, move that. But... Alright, that makes it so there's no wall there, at least on the inside. And then I can just get rid of you. Also, treasure chest. Yeah, but not the things here. So now I just, if I leave and flip it, am I just good? Yeah, good deal. here we go. Fight time.
Expelliarmus.
That wasn't too bad. I imagine that was the introduction to, hey, get your combat warmed up, and that we're going to get hit with some slightly wilder stuff here in a minute.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Sorry, bro.
Reparo.
Wow, that was easy. Oh, that's a real guy. Alright. Yeah, I see you.
There's a pillar here, but no ledge
Yeah, let's
near
go.
it for me to grab onto. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio. Expelliarmus.
Oh, okay, I get it. So there's two of these guys, one of them's in the other realm. So, oh, I love that animation, that was so cool. So let's get rid of this one, and then get through this portal. And now we should be able to fight the other lad.
Expelliarmus.
That's pretty neat. That was really cool.
Expelliarmus. Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward. Expelliarmus. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Good game. That was a fun fight. That was a clever little twist on what they've been doing in here. I like that. Alright, so now we have to... There's a pillar, and there's like a ledge up there. Oh, I gotta get up there. Alright. So that's... Can we just climb and jump?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Leviosa!
You know, I think what I was supposed to do is pull that through and then flip it so that there was a pillar to climb, but the Levioso trick works just as well, so let's just call that a win and continue on like we actually solved the puzzle. That's what we call the Are You Combat test.
Confringo! Confringo! Confringo!
Oh, it spins around once. Okay, yeah, we can work with that.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Not too bad. Alright, let's go see what else we have left. Is there something with this plate? Is this collectible, or is it just pretty?
Revelio!
Alright, you're just pretty. It's got a snake on it. Could be a Slytherin-y thing. Oh, this looks familiar. This is, yeah, I was given Wiggenwelts here before. And then there was a small room and then a big room. And the big room had the boss in it, so I think we are getting to
Revelio!
the conclusion of Mr. Rookwood's trial. Alright, let's go get it.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! 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 Expelliarmus!
Yes, another one of these guys. Let's go. Okay, so he starts off where the other one left off, with the extra projectile. So I can only assume that at 50% he's going to change and have some new mechanic that we're going to have to worry about. And then that will be the norm for the next one that we fight in Phase 1. But for now, he's kind of just... we've seen this before. So let's just quietly get him to 50%. I'm going to keep my ancient magic as high as possible, because if it's something that's difficult to deal with, what we'll do is that right there. We'll just spam him, we'll stun him, we'll farm up as much as we can on the other side of it as far as getting more combo and ancient magic build up, and then we'll burn him through. Alright, what do you got for me? You know what? I don't like that. We're not going to do that. We're just going to hit you again. Nope. Ow. Okay, yeah. I'm just gonna ancient magic you, and we're gonna move on. Good talk.
What a relief.
That might have been a mistake, specifically because now when I fight him in the next one, I'm going to have to learn Phase 1, but it seemed like it might have just been like a short-term, like a short-range ground blast. We can probably work around that. Back into another room with a giant statue person who's probably going to cry into a bowl, and then we're going to stick our face in it. Good times.
Revelio.
Must say I'm curious to hear of Isadora's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
Okay, so she actually succeeded in taking away her father's pain. She did the job. I wonder what terrible calamity led to, or occurred right afterwards that we have not yet seen. I'm interested in how this goes wrong, because so far, it seems like, you know, she was just right and things were better, but, you know, if it was that
You're
simple,
back.
then...
And in one piece,
I am, yes. If it was that simple, they probably would have done it, you know.
It
But
is
let's do
good
this.
to see you again.
Professor Rookwood told me about what happened at Rookwood Castle.
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this path.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move on?
What was the glowing strand that Isadora pulled from her father's chest?
It was pain. You will understand more about her actions as you complete the trials.
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress, Neve Fitzgerald.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been completing the trials. I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of anything they set their minds to.
Thank you, Professor. It's a pleasure to meet you as well.
I am certain that you are more than capable of completing my trial. However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to manage the inconvenience of, well...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed I should. I shall confirm that everything is in order immediately.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime, please let us know.
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved. Well done today, as always. We shall speak again soon.
it's Christmas, or winter, or whatever you want to call it. It's winter time. Heck yeah. Are we going to, oh, we're in our dorm again. I forgot we had this. I haven't been in this room in so long. There's our owl, hanging out. Good times. Alright, so we have the Moon's Quest, and that one we picked up. And then it looks like we have another new purple thing. And I'm sure that when we finish the purple thing, we'll be in the spring after our next trial. That's pretty fun. But let's make our way back to the room requirement. Let's get ourselves kind of...
Natty told me about your run-in
what are you?
coaches. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, so what we're going to do here is kind of just get ourselves reset, probably sell our extra stuff, identify our things here, get our gear trapped up, and then... Oh yeah, I imagine we're going to have multiple things flying in because we just changed the season. More assignments, more side quests, more just other stuff to do. So... let's get ourselves reset and kind of put back to square one with our characters, you know, bits and bobs. And then we'll probably call that an episode here. And then next episode, we'll look at...
to the exploding charm, Bombarda. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Bombarda, heck yeah. And then we'll probably do more exploration next quest, or next episode. And that should be fun. Just kind of clear out... I really do want to clear out the top half of this map as far as like all of the exploration and stuff is concerned. And I think it is a good idea before we get too deep into the rest of the story. You know, there's little things here and there that might be able to pull me away from that, like more Sebastian quest. But outside of that, lateral progression is something that I would like to make a bit more headway in. So we'll probably do that next time.
I hope to see you again.
Just doing a little bit of cleanup here on the back end of everything. Alright, let's make our way back to the room requirement. And here we are. Heck yeah, Deke, we will probably talk at some point soon. But, not right now. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and say that this is our episode of Hogwarts. So if you have watched up to this point, I just want to say thank you so much for hanging out. Next time we will go and do a whole bunch more adventuring, maybe without a quest. And until next time, be good to each other, y'all.